Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today I am going to do a first impression slash review on this commodity exploration kit. So if you are interested in seeing my thoughts on each one of these fragrances and the different types, keep on watching. So if you saw my Sephora VIB fragrance haul, you know that I got the commodity exploration kit. So I wanted to do kind of a first impressions video. So this kit comes with 6 different scents in their different styles. And then it comes with this booklet that kind of explains the process of, their thought behind commodity. So I'm not going to read everything to you. I will put things up on the screen that I think will be most useful. But what I will read is the introduction. So it says, doing away with old industry jargon, we created Scentscape to give you greater control over the intensity and projection of your scent. Each commodity fragrance is available in 3 different scent space concentrations: personal, expressive, and bold. So personal, which is the white packaging, is for those who prefer a subtle, intimate fragrance to be noticed only by you and a few others close to you. Soft, ethereal, and luxurious, these molecular compositions have a trace of their expressive counterpart and embody the concept of less is more. So basically a skin scent. So then the next one is expressive, which is the black with the white writing, and that is considered by many to be the perfect balance of longevity and projection. These fragrances will make a statement without overpowering any space, to be noticed by you and many around you. And then the third one is bold, which is the black with the gold or bronze colored packaging. There is no modesty when it comes to the bold collection. Infused with exotic notes, these are amplified renditions of their expressive counterpart, designed for those intent on making their presence known. They are for you and everyone around you. So I'm assuming that's like an intent in a fragrance. So what I'm going to do is do each of the scents and spray them on paper, kind of give you my thoughts, and that's how we will go. So I will get that set up and I will be right back. Okay, so first we have moss, and what I'm going to do is take a picture of the booklet and like split the screen so you'll see that. So the first one, the personal one, it says notes of citrus, fresh cut greens are carried in a molecular cloud of musk, ultra fresh and airy. And for me, this is very green and outdoorsy. Smells kind of like a light men's aftershave. It's fresh, it's not overpowering. It's not something that I would want to wear, but it also is something like I wouldn't mind someone, smelling on someone. So then the expressive one, which is the one with the white writing, that says green and woody with a touch of morning dew. This blend of oak moss, cedar wood, and petitgrain are reminiscent of a walk through the woods at dawn, wet, cool, clean, and reviving. This one definitely is a little more, and I like it less than I like the white one. This is stronger, very green, still to me, still has that like aftershave type of smell to it. Not something that I would want to wear on me. And then last is bold, and the freshness of juniper berry and the depth of patchouli result in something of a gentleman's tonic, a bold and modern take of the original. And I agree with that completely. I actually like this one the best, and now that I read it, it's probably because it has patchouli and I love patchouli. And also because this reminds me of when I was little, my dad used to keep a beard, and there was this aftershave that he wore, and I mean, I was little, I don't know what it was, and as I got bigger he switched to something different. But this reminds me of him coming and going from work when I was little. So and I lost my dad in June of 2022, and we were very close, so I am probably just going to keep this just because it smells like him and it reminds me of him, but I wouldn't wear this on myself. So that is moss, and then I will set up for the next scent. Okay, so next we have paper, and for the personal scent, the white container, it says paper comes to life on the skin, best described as your skin but better, sorry, and a molecular amber opening makes this counterpart sweeter than the original. Then for the black or the expressive, which is the black and the white, It says paper celebrates creamy sandalwood as a skin scent. The dry down reveals a crisp cedar wood reminiscent of fresh linen and a unique experience for each wearer. And then the bold, it is vetiver and wet woods cling to the skin. This earthy and robust take on the original and ISO E super with personality. So these all are super light, to be honest. And the expressive one, I actually can barely smell it. I smell the sandalwood when I breathe deeply. And then for me, I feel like I don't really smell anything with these. And I guess to me, they're all a skin scent. I mean, honestly, on paper anyway. I mean, maybe, yeah, maybe if you put them on your skin, between it mixes with your body chemistry, it may be that kind of thing. Because for all of these, the personal, the expressive, and the bold, they're all super light. And okay, imagine if they had a lighter version of that Victoria's Secret Bear and then mixed in a little bit of Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. If those had a baby and it was a little watered down, that's what this would smell like. So, I mean, it really, to me, doesn't smell like anything. And again, maybe if you sprayed it on your skin, but this isn't even a scent that I like. When I smelled Not a Perfume, I was like, oh, I want to spray this on my skin to see how it smells. And Bear, that Victoria's Secret perfume Bear, felt the same way. This, I'm kind of like, okay, whatever. What I will say is this, again, this is a first impression. So because I kind of feel whatever about it and it isn't nauseating and it isn't too clean, I will try these and spray them on my skin and see how I feel, and maybe kind of pair them with some different things. And if I change my mind and end up really liking it, I'll come back and let you know. So, but for right now, these are kind of like, whatever. Not bad, not great. If you're a person, I will say this, if you're a person that are sensitive to scents, this might be a good one for you because it isn't nauseating or headache inducing or anything like that. And, that might be something. I would definitely go in Sephora and get this, or get like the sample pack. I wouldn't just straight up buy this. I don't think this is blind buy safe. And I didn't say this about the last one. I don't think Moss is blind buy safe either. So that is it for paper. We'll set up for the next one. So next we have Milk. So the white one is a lustrous bouquet of amber, musk, and light wood. Wears like a sweet and sugary hug. When I sprayed this on the paper, immediately I thought of Ariana Grande's Cloud. It's not a dupe, but like that immediately popped in my head. And as it's dried down, I still think of that. This isn't a dupe, but these are like siblings. So I do like this because I really like Cloud. Then the expressive one, the one with the white writing, a marshmallow fragrance enhanced with mahogany wood and tonka bean. The cold milk accord adds a cooling element to an otherwise rich and warm fragrance. And so, again, this one to me reminded me of Cloud Intense. Not a dupe, but siblings. So I do like this. Definitely, though, I feel like that's the scent that comes to my mind. And then the bold, so with the bronze coloring. Rich with notes of firewood and amber, and a smoky, sweet, and inviting scent to be worn with confidence. So this, I like this. It's kind of like if you mixed Cloud Intense with Maison Margiela's, oh my goodness, how did I forget the name of that? By the Fireplace. But I mean just the very, very, very tiniest scent of that. So if you took Cloud and mixed it with just and I do mean a little bit of Fireplace, that's kind of what this reminds me of. Because I smelled, I was like, feel like this is something, and that's what that does for me. It's like if you took Cloud Intense, predominantly, like mostly Cloud Intense, and then took just a little bit of By the Fireplace, that would be this. I really like this. Like, I really do like this. And I'm sitting here like, do I want to get this? I don't know. I'm gonna spray this on me and wear it, and I might pick this up. I just really like this. This is nice. It's sweet, but not too sweet. It's, woody, that amber and that firewood note. I really enjoy this. I like all of these, but I also like Cloud. So for me, the first two I wouldn't want to get because I have Cloud and Cloud Intense, and to me, to my nose, these are so close to that there'd be no point for me to get that. But this bold one, it's different enough that I feel like I'd want to add it to my collection. I mean, I do have Fireplace, by the Fireplace, and of course I have Cloud, so I could just mix them together, but I'm a fragrance junkie and I really, really like this scent. And if I mix those together, they probably, I could get close because these, like I said, these aren't dupes to Cloud, but I really like this. I'm really contemplating. At a minimum, it's going to be in my list of fragrances to get. So the bold is my favorite on this one so far. Still not nauseating. I was nervous, just like the word milk, because milk can go south really bad for me. Like Glossier You, I mean, immediately when I smelled that, it was like baby throw up on my hand, made me nauseous immediately. So, and milky scents on me, like I can't overspray usually because they go left. But this is really nice. So yeah, I like this one, especially the bold. I like all of them again because they remind me of Ariana Grande's Cloud. So enough rambling for this. Obviously, so far you can tell this is my favorite. So we will move on to the next one. Okay, guys, so next we have Velvet. So the white one, it is described as skin musk is merely the vehicle for leading notes of vanilla, rose, and clove. Ethereal and alluring, this is a molecular reflection of the original. And then it has skin musk, vanilla flower. And to me, this just smells like a musk. It's nice. I like musk. So it's like a light musk, though. It's not like a heavier, strong musk. It's not very florally. It's not super sweet. It's just like a really neutral, right in the middle musk. So if you like musk, I think you'll like this. If you don't like musk, the heavier musk, I think you still might potentially like this. So then next is the Expressive, which is the white packaging. Well, black with white writing. Delicately sweet, mysteriously smoky, and elegant exotic. This woody ambery blend is infused with roasted almond, rose petals, and black amber, a refined gourmand with smoky sillage. Now, for me, sorry about that, guys. So for me, it definitely is smoky. And the more it dried down on the paper, the more I could smell the smoke. So this one to me is more masculine leaning than the personal one. And it is definitely more smoky than it is musk, if that makes sense. So it's okay. It reminds me of something, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it reminds me of, but it definitely reminds me of something I've smelled before. So it's okay. It's not one that I would want. I actually prefer, if I'm just thinking about a musk, I prefer the white packaging, the personal, better than this one. Again, I don't dislike this one, but I don't love it enough to say, yeah, I would want that in my collection. It's not something I would wear. So the next is Bold. Now, the Bold, it says an overdose of amber, patchouli, and labdanum, shows off the darker side of gourmand. And then on the bottom it says Velvet Expressions, saffron, patchouli, and smoke. I like this, but I love patchouli. So, and this, you smell the patchouli. Like, that's what I smell. I smell patchouli. And more like a richer patchouli. I think it's because of that amber. It's not like a green patchouli. So if you're a patchouli lover, I could see you liking this. Again, this isn't one, and none of these are ones that I would want in my collection. And if I had to, I like the Bold best, but that's because I smell the patchouli. I really don't smell the musk. And that's on paper. I haven't sprayed this on my skin. If I'm just thinking straight musk, I think the personal smells the most like just a flat out musk. And then the Bold is really patchouli is what I'm smelling. I like The personal and the bold. The expressive is just okay. I mean, it's nothing to write home about. It doesn't smell bad. Doesn't smell good either. These are all unisex. But for me, that expressive one is more unisex, masculine leaning, whereas the other two are, to me, more unisex. Now, that's also coming from a person that tends to like a heavier fragrance. If you're a person that likes like sweet, feminine leaning, super kind of foodie fragrances, you may just think, okay, Adrienne, no, these are masculine leaning. But to me, my nose and how I kind of think about fragrance, this is more unisex, minus the expressive. I do think that's more masculine leaning. So that is Velvet. So we will move on. We have two more to go, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back with Gold. So the personal scent, the white one, this skin scent is a molecular whisper of the original, and effortless vanilla shares the spotlight with ISOE Super. This really is a skin scent. It's just a soft, super light kind of vanilla with a little bit of sandalwood. I like this because it's vanilla and sandalwood, and I like vanilla and sandalwood. Do I like it enough to get a big one or even a travel size? No, because I have vanilla and sandalwood scents that I could mix together. And this really is super, super soft. Like, I had to take a really deep breath on the paper to smell it. And even now, like, so this has been sitting for a second. Yeah, like I can smell it, but like I have to inhale very deeply. So if you like that, if you're super sensitive to fragrances, but you like vanilla and sandalwood, you should try this because, I mean, it smells good. It smells like vanilla and sandalwood, but this really is truly a skin scent. Like, someone would have to come in and hug you, I think, and take a deep breath to smell it. Otherwise, they would just think you smell good, which is also good. If it's one of those days where you just want to, you know, just smell like this is how I smell, this is the perfect one to do that with. So next is expressive black packaging, white writing. It says strong, sleek, and sophisticated, just like the precious commodity itself. Effervescent, vanilla wrapped in creamy musk and molten amber. Rich enough to bathe in, this decadent fragrance is an intoxicating journey to one's innermost desires through thoughts and impulses. I like this. I actually even sprayed it on myself because I sprayed it and I was like, oh, this is nice. So to me, like, I'm smelling it now on the dry down. This is nice. Like, I really like this. To me, this is the better version of the white one, which makes sense. It's a skin scent, but a little more. I think someone walking up on you could smell it. Like, before they get to you, not across the room though, but before they kind of get up to you, they could smell it. And I think it still is that kind of, this is how I smell, but with a little kick. Like, the dry down of this on my skin smells really good. Super soft. Like, I could go to sleep with this. This is something I probably could wear if I had a migraine still. Although when I'm just in the throes of a migraine, I try not to do too much of anything. Like, I really like this. I really, really like this a lot. That is expressive. So next is the bold. And it says, for those who dare to be bold and admired, this unapologetically rich fragrance is overflowing with vanilla, spices, and smoke. And on the bottom, it says it has the addition of nutmeg, saffron, and patchouli. Now, I am hit or miss with saffron in fragrances. I don't know what it is, but it's something about anytime a scent has saffron in it, I don't know, it takes a while for me to get it. And this is one of those. Like, I smell that saffron. I smell my patchouli, and I love patchouli, so I smell it. But that saffron, to me, on paper, is kind of what hits me first, and then the nutmeg and the patchouli. I do like this because I have had other fragrances that have saffron in it, and I'm like, oh, there's no way. So for me, this is one that I think I'll need to wear and test because it's nice. It definitely is nice, and it is the bolder version. So like, if you think about when a fragrance, there's the intense, and then there's the original fragrance, and then the intense. This is definitely an intense version of the gold expressive. Absolutely. And it's funny to me because typically I like intense fragrances more than I like the originals. And in this case, so far, the expressive one made me want to spray it on and see what it smelled like on my skin. This one I'm kind of like, yeah, I'll test this out. As it dries down more, that saffron kind of tones down, and I'm mostly getting the nutmeg and the patchouli. So I like this. I do like this. I like it more as it dries down than I do on initial spray and while it's drying down. So that's one I'm definitely going to have to test. And I really like that gold. So I'm going to play around with these. I don't need both of them. I really don't. So what I'm going to do is play around with the expressive and then the bold, and then make a decision on which one I want to add to my collection and just let myself add one. But I like this. I like Commodity Gold. It's nice. It is a good scent and I really enjoy it. But it has my favorites. It has sandalwood and vanilla, and I love amber also. So that is Commodity Gold. And we have one more, and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so this is the last one, and it is Book. And so for the personal one, the white packaging, it says the addition of black tea and skin musk places an emphasis on freshness in this aromatic rendition. And so this one is the expressive plus black tea and skin musk. This is, again, it is super light skin scent. I do smell that black tea, but not in like a heavy way. But I mean, you definitely, I'm a tea drinker. So, and I like all kinds of teas, including black tea. And I definitely smell the black tea. Does it smell like a cup of tea? Absolutely not. So it is just a very kind of slightly outdoorsy, but not like I've been running in the woods and I was on a trail kind of thing. It's just like, like in the first thing in the summer, well, actually in the fall, when you go out and it hasn't quite gotten hot yet, but the wind is blowing, like that's the vibe I get from this. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, but a fall morning in Michigan, like, because I lived in Michigan for like 13 years. I went to school there and stayed afterwards. But that's what it is, like going out in the morning in the fall and like towards the end of fall, like not when it's like not hot all the time and you go out in the morning and the wind is blowing. That's kind of what this reminds me of. I know. So if you're from Michigan, you know that scent I'm talking about. But yeah, that's what that kind of gives me. So next is expressive. This crisp, woody fragrance tips his hat to the Hemingways and Fitzgeralds of the world, conjuring the warmth of a quiet moment, curled up with a good book. Its complex blend of eucalyptus, cypress, creamy sandalwood result in an unexpectedly fresh scent. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like, this is kind of old school, fresh type of scent. And to me, like that eucalyptus, because I use eucalyptus like medicinally, I know that scent very well. And you do smell it, but you don't smell like eucalyptus, but you can smell it in there. And that kind of cypress, I smell that more than I smell sandalwood, definitely. And that to me is a fresh scent. It's more fresh than woody, not bad at all. Not something I would want to wear. I would like that as a room spray. That I would like to walk in, and after it's kind of settled in the room for a minute, the room would smell like that. And I would be, oh, this room smells good. That's kind of how I feel about that one. And then the bold, a bravado of our bestseller, amplified with the addition of smoky, velvety musk. This is definitely smoky. It's definitely a smoky version. This smells like a man to me, not unisex. It smells like a man to me, which that's just to me and not in a bad way. I wouldn't mind smelling this on a man. And although I like scents that are targeted towards men, I wouldn't want to wear this. It's a little too, I literally wear scents that are supposedly just male, they're targeted towards men. And if you've seen any of my fragrances, I say, forget all that. If you like it and you want to wear it, wear it. That's kind of how I feel about that. In general, to me, like if a man had that on, I think it would smell good. I wouldn't necessarily want to wear it, but that doesn't mean you wear what you want to wear when you want to wear it. But that is Book, and that is the last one. So I'm going to come back with my final thoughts. Okay, guys, so that is the Commodity Exploration Kit. I like this. I, was wondering how I would feel about Commodity, if I would like it. And I'm happy that I got the kit. I will say that, because I had an opportunity to smell all of them, kind of see, gather my thoughts around what I liked versus what I didn't like. And honestly, I liked all of them, but I wouldn't necessarily wear all of them. So for me, I definitely plan on adding the Milk Bold. So that's this one in the bronze color. I'm definitely going to get that. I really like how that smells. I sprayed it on myself like right after did that little review section, and it's still there. It's not clawing. It's really nice. And then the other one I'm gonna add to my collection is gold. Sorry. And I've sprayed both of them. So I have Gold Expressive on, and it is just so nice and subtle and soft. And then I have the Gold Bold. And on the dry down of this, oh my goodness. So I'm thinking I'm probably gonna get Gold Bold. I really like Expressive and Bold, honestly, but I am not gonna let myself get both of these, at least right now. This is me. I may change my mind. Because I feel like with gold, the expressive, so the black with the white writing, that's just kind of everyday, throw on something. You're running to Target, but you want to smell cute. I could see that for that. And then that bold, you want to smell cute with some sexy to it. So, you may be going to Target, but then you're running to meet somebody for some coffee. But you don't want to smell like you're trying too hard or that you were trying to smell good, but you definitely smell good. Yeah, I like both of those. Doggone it. So I may end up getting both of those. We'll see. But out of this collection, my favorites are Milk Bold, Gold Bold, and then Gold Expressive. Gold Moss reminds me of my dad. So I really like that for that reason, just kind of the nostalgic and missing my dad. So again, this is the first impressions. I really hope that this has helped you get a good idea. I think this kit is worth it, especially because I got it and during the sale, so it was 20% off. But even without that, and they have different ones. So this one, the exploration set, is $42, and you get everything you see here. But they have smaller sets, so I'm happy that I got this. I don't hate any of these, which is odd for me. Some are like, I would like to smell that on someone else, but not on myself. Some is, I would like to smell this in my room or even like on my sheets, but not necessarily on me. So I'm definitely going to use all these for different things. But the ones that I actually want to buy to wear, again, are Milk and Gold. And for Milk, I like all of them. But the first two remind me of Ariana Grande's Cloud, so much so that that wouldn't be something I would add. And then Gold, I like all of those. So I hope this has helped. If you guys have tried some of these, tell me what you think. I can't tell you about longevity or anything like that because this is a first impression. But those ones that I plan on adding to my collection, I'm going to play around with these and use this up. And I'll get back to you. If playing around with some of the other ones, I end up loving them, I'll, update you guys on that too. So that is it for this first impression / review of the Commodity Exploration Kit. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys at the next one. Bye.